permanent membership on the Security Council. The UNSC is the United Nations' most powerful body, for it handles responsibilities such as international peace and security. Hence, having a strong Security Council is extremely beneficial to the world in general. Our sole contention is preventing global conflict. Negating allows global conflict to continue in three ways. First is by limiting peacekeeping operations. Hurry 15 says that India ranks among the world's largest UN peacekeeping contributors with nearly 180,000 troops serving in 44 missions. The status quo will limit peacekeeping in two ways. First, by concentrating operations. RB 15 says that approximately 70% of UN peacekeepers worldwide have been deployed in Africa. India can only help counties within India's borders, which prevents them from assisting globally. As AM15 writes, that India identified peacekeeping as a key agenda, putting forward ideas to enhance its effectiveness. The Indian military finds it difficult to envisage operating outside India's borders without UN sanction. Secondly, by stopping peacekeeping operations. Gupta 16 says that if these strategies do not work, we would be left with no option but to think in terms of threatening to leave UN, or in the very least, reducing our exposure to that organization by downsealing our participation in peacekeeping and other UN activities. This is bad, as conflict will become unaddressed or not addressed properly. SA 19 says that UN peacekeepers too often fail to meet their most basic objectives. On many deployments, they end up watching hopelessly while war rages. According to Telegraph UK, the Kashmir conflict will be solved because it has been mediated by the UNSC. In the past, in 1947, where a peace treaty was reached. The second way the con side allows to continue a conflict is by preventing economic contributions. By not allowing India to be a permanent member on the UNSC, we cannot maximize their economic benefits. India has a $2 trillion economy and is the third largest country in terms of purchasing power. Currently, India is the 24th largest economic contributor to the UNSC, but a permanent seat on the UNSC would bring more money, as UNP, the United Nations Peacekeeping, says that the 5 permanent members of the Security Council required to pay a larger share because of their special responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. This is necessary, as Michelle Nicholas on 2018 said that the United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres has warned staff that the world body is running out of cash and urged member states to pay what they owe as soon as possible, according to a letter seen by Reuters on Thursday. This lack of funding is key. It's the key reason why conflict continues. The Guardian on 2018 says that an organization such as ours should not have to suffer repeated brushes with bankruptcy. But surely, the greater pain is felt by those we serve when we cannot. Without this consistent cash flow, the United Nations cannot help the people who need to be helped, which will escalate conflict. Foreign Affairs 2019 says that part of the reason for this failure is a lack of resources. The United Nations relies on contributions from its members. With more permanent members on the United Nations Security Council, there will be more contributions like from that of India, preventing their economic crisis, which will de-escalate conflict. The third way is by decreasing legitimacy. Currently, India is a third world country, and they represent all the third world countries. They have 1/6 of the global population, so pretty much having India on the United Nations Security Council is giving the third world countries a voice. Proper representation is critical to sustaining legitimacy, as Trimco 2010 says that India's major argument is that its inclusion would increase the United Nations Security Council's legitimacy by making it more representative of the United Nations membership. In addition, it has always been India's proclaimed goal to increase the representation of the global south and limit the influence of the established powers. The government argues that an adequate presence of developing countries is needed in the Security Council. Nations of the world must feel that their stakes in the global peace and prosperity are factored in the United Nations decision-making. We can't just let 5 permanent countries take over the entire world and make decisions for our security. Without India and the UNSC, the legitimacy would deteriorate. Thus, we affirm.